this is Jamie Lee, independent distributor with GelMoment Nail Polish. Today I'm going to show you how to create these chrome dipped opal style nail. It's pretty easy, it just requires a few colors and a few brushes. So we are going to start out with some Clearly Frisky, and then we're going to do a little mix of Clearly Frisky with Lovee Dovee. And we're going to use the Hypnotize and Captivate top coats. You could use one or the other. I like to mix them up for a little bit of interest. And then we are going to use chrome number 1 to get the chrome tip, which is called Starlight. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to start with a coat of Clearly Frisky. It doesn't have to be a very thick coat, just enough to help our mixture of Lovee Dovee and Clearly Frisky kind of swirl around on your nail. So on the clear nail stick, it's a little harder to see if you get a good coat of Clearly Frisky, but just get everything, cap the tip. And then what you're going to do is take a nail art brush, and you're going to do a little mix of maybe 2/3 Clearly Frisky with 1/3 Lovee Dovee, and you're just going to mix it up. I like to use our silicone mat, it makes it easier to mix and then clean up. So then I have a little bit of that mixture on my brush, and then on top of the wet Clearly Frisky, I am just going to put a little bit of the mixture and then just give it a quick swirl. Okay, you don't really need it to be even, you just want to get that swirled kind of effect. Here, I'll put my hand behind it so you can see what's going on a little bit better. And you can see there's got a little bit of a swirl effect in there. And once you've got that the way you like it, you're going to take the liner brush, and you're just going to put a little bit of Lovee Dovee on that liner brush. And then just put a few swirly kind of lines in here or there. It doesn't have to be everywhere. Just want this to look organic, kind of like veining in a natural stone. Okay, something like that is good. And once you're happy with the way it looks, cure it in your GelMoment LED lamp for 45 seconds. Okay, second step, we are going to do another coat of Clearly Frisky and repeat the first step. So we're just going to put a nice coat of Clearly Frisky on the nail, again a nice thin coat, and then you're going to repeat the process with the Lovee Dovee Clearly Frisky mix. Do a little bit of swirl. I like to concentrate kind of in the area that I was in before, making certain areas a little bit darker and leaving certain areas a little bit with less of the mixture. Those are the areas that I'm going to put some of the Hypnotize and Captivate to kind of give it an opal effect. Okay, I'm also going to pick up my liner brush. I'm going to add a little more of the veining. The lighter you push with your brush, the lighter the line will be. So keep that in mind as you're working, to keep the pressure kind of light if you want a thin line, and push down a little bit harder if you want a thicker line. And now I'm just going to wipe off my detailed brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of the Hypnotize, and I'm going to place it into areas where I don't have a lot of Lovee Dovee. So I'm going to do it over here. Definitely going to do some up here at the edge, and here on this side. This is going to give the nail an effect like the opal is peeking through the stone. Put a little bit here too. Okay, it's going to be different on each nail that you do. If you'd like to add the Captivate at this point and do the same thing, it's up to you. I'm going to add the Captivate in the next time I put it in. Now you can kind of see where the Captivate is in different places. Go ahead and cure your nail for a full cure, 45 seconds in your GelMoment LED lamp. Okay, step 3 is a coat of Matter Effect all over the entire nail. So take your Matter Effect and coat the entire nail from base all the way down to the tip of your nail, just with a thin layer of Matter Effect, and do a full cure, 45 seconds in your GelMoment LED lamp. Okay, so now we have placed the Matter Effect on top, and you can see that there, you can still see the opal shining through, but it's a matte effect. This way we can now place some just clearly Frisky onto a detailed brush, and you can paint the chrome tip in any shape you want. You can make it look like drips. I'm just going to do kind of rounded shapes along the edge of my nail. Here, I'm going to drag it across the front, almost like a French tip, and then down the sides, rounding it in a little bit just so that you can see the chrome. It's really important to wrap the clearly Frisky on the sides and to cap the tip of the nail with the clearly Frisky so that the chrome will stick to it. Okay, and give your clearly Frisky a few seconds to settle before you put it in the GelMoment LED lamp for 45 seconds. You can even do a little tap your nail just to help it self-level, get smooth, so that your chrome will look nice when you apply it in the next step. Okay, the clearly Frisky is cured, so now we're going to do the next step. Take your nail, open your chrome powder. This is number 1, Stardust. Just going to take a little bit of the powder on the brush, and I'm going to lightly brush it onto the clearly Frisky at the tip of the nail. So I'm going to rub it all over, get it on there good, get the sides, get the tip of the nail, okay, and make sure it's rubbed in really well. And then you can take a tissue, your finger, a small fluffy brush, whatever you have, and wipe the extra chrome off. See, now we have a dipped look. And the last thing I'm going to do to seal in the chrome is I'm going to paint another thin layer of clearly Frisky right over the chrome. And then to add a little bit of interest to the opal areas in the nail, I'm going to take the Captivate that I put on my board before, and I'm just going to go over the areas where I put the opal before, where I put the Hypnotize before, to give it a sparkly look just in those few areas. So it's not only going to give more of a sparkle, the iridescent sparkle from the polish itself, but it's going to be a glossy finish in those areas, almost like the opal has been polished in those areas, and it will still be matte here in these little areas here. Okay, so once you have put the Captivate or the Hypnotize over the top of the opal areas, you've topped your chrome with clearly Frisky, do a final cure for 45 seconds. Here is your final look. It is an opal that has been dipped in chrome. I hope that you enjoyed learning how to create this cute nail art. My name is Jamie Lee, independent distributor with GelMoment Nail Polish. Thanks for watching.